Hello everyone. The truth is many people don't fail because they lack ability, but because they have the wrong attitude. You can be talented, but if your mindset is wrong, you will still lose. Attitude is not what you show when life feels easy and everything goes your way, but how you respond when things fall apart unexpectedly. In those difficult moments, your mindset determines your next move. That move may seem small, but repeated daily, it shapes your direction and defines your future over time. Two people can face the same challenge, the same pressure, and the same failure, yet reach completely different outcomes. One chooses to reflect and grow while the other chooses to hesitate and stop. The difference is not the situation itself, but the attitude they bring into that situation every single time. In today's world where expectations rise constantly and pressure never disappears, attitude becomes a critical advantage. It allows you to stay focused even when progress is slow and uncertain. Without the right mindset, even strong abilities lose direction, while the right attitude can turn small progress into something meaningful and consistent. Positive people are not free from stress, fear, or disappointment. They simply choose not to let those emotions control their actions. Instead of reacting impulsively, they stay patient and disciplined. Over time, that discipline leads to better decisions, and those decisions create results that reflect stability and long-term growth. Negative thinking often begins quietly, through small doubts and repeated hesitation. Thoughts like, "I'm not ready," or "I'll do it later" seem harmless, but they slowly shape behavior. Over time, those patterns limit action and reduce confidence, causing opportunities to pass by unnoticed, even when they are clearly present. You cannot control everything that happens around you, but you can always control how you respond. That response has more influence on your future than the situation itself. A challenge can either weaken you or strengthen you, depending entirely on how you choose to interpret and face it each time. Some people see setbacks as the end of their journey, while others see them as the beginning of something new. The situation may be identical, but interpretation creates different actions. Over time, those actions lead to completely different results, proving that mindset shapes direction more than circumstances ever could. A strong attitude does not remove problems from your life, but it changes how you experience them. Instead of fear, you feel challenged. Instead of avoidance, you take action. This shift builds resilience, and resilience allows you to handle future difficulties with greater clarity, confidence, and control over your decisions. Consistency is not built on motivation alone, because motivation changes frequently. It is built on discipline supported by a strong attitude. When you act even without motivation, you create steady progress. Over time, that progress builds confidence, and confidence reinforces discipline, creating a cycle that supports long-term success. Waiting for perfect conditions often leads to no action at all. Many people delay because they want certainty, but certainty rarely exists. Those who move forward despite uncertainty gain experience, while those who wait remain still. Over time, experience becomes a powerful advantage that shapes better decisions and stronger outcomes. Your mindset works like a filter that shapes your experience of reality. When you focus on problems, everything feels heavier. But when you focus on improvement, you begin to notice opportunities. This shift in attention changes your energy, and that energy directly influences the quality of your actions and long-term results. Resilience is built through challenges, not comfort. Each time you face difficulty and continue forward, you become stronger. Over time, situations that once felt overwhelming begin to feel manageable. This gradual change builds confidence, allowing you to handle greater challenges with stability and a clearer understanding of your own capability. Progress rarely appears immediately, and growth is often slower than expected. Those who expect quick results lose patience and stop early. But those who understand the process remain consistent. Over time, small improvements accumulate into meaningful change, proving that patience combined with effort leads to lasting development and real progress. Every experience carries meaning, but that meaning depends on how you interpret it. If you see mistakes as lessons, you continue improving. If you see them as failure, you stop trying. This difference in perception determines whether you grow or remain in the same position over time. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they stop too early. Success often appears just beyond the point where most people give up. Those who continue, even when progress is unclear, eventually reach outcomes others never experience, proving that persistence matters more than immediate results. In relationships, attitude shapes communication and understanding. Choosing patience instead of reaction allows conversations to remain constructive. Over time, this approach builds trust and strengthens connections, creating relationships that are stable, supportive, and capable of lasting through challenges and misunderstandings. People respond to the energy you bring into interactions. A calm and focused presence creates comfort, while negativity creates distance. This influence grows over time, shaping how others treat you and the opportunities that become available in both personal and professional environments. Negative habits often repeat because they go unnoticed. Complaining, avoiding challenges, and delaying action slowly become patterns. Once you recognize them, you gain the ability to replace them with better responses, allowing gradual improvement in both behavior and results over time. Attitude spreads through behavior. The way you respond to situations influences those around you. A steady and focused mindset can inspire others, while negativity can weaken an entire group. This shows how individual mindset contributes to the collective environment and shared outcomes. In teams, mindset directly affects performance. One focused person can increase motivation and direction, while one disengaged person can reduce progress. Over time, The overall results of a group reflect the attitudes of its members and how they respond to challenges together. Awareness is the first step toward control. When you understand how your mindset influences your actions, you begin making intentional choices instead of automatic reactions. This shift leads to better consistency and fewer unnecessary mistakes over time. A clear mindset makes progress more effective. Even small steps become meaningful when they are aligned with a clear goal. Without that alignment, effort feels exhausting without producing results, while a focused attitude turns effort into steady improvement. Growth happens through repetition. Small improvements practiced daily turn into habits. Those habits shape behavior, and behavior shapes outcomes. This process may feel slow, but it is reliable and leads to sustainable success over time. Difficult days test your commitment and patience. Continuing during those moments builds strength and discipline. Over time, this ability to persist becomes one of your greatest advantages, allowing you to handle challenges more effectively than before. Comfort rarely creates growth. When things feel easy, progress slows. Challenges, however, force adaptation and effort. With the right attitude, these moments become opportunities that push you forward and expand your ability to handle more complex situations. Failure does not define you unless you allow it to. By separating your identity from your results, you maintain confidence even during setbacks. This allows you to continue improving without losing motivation or direction. Action creates movement. Even imperfect steps lead to feedback, and feedback leads to improvement. Over time, this cycle of action and adjustment produces meaningful growth and consistent progress. Uncertainty is always present, but it does not have to stop you. Focusing on what you can control reduces hesitation and increases clarity, allowing better decisions and more confident actions. Change begins internally before it becomes visible externally. When your thinking improves, your behavior follows. Over time, your results reflect that change in a clear and measurable way. Small daily decisions accumulate over time. Each choice builds a pattern, and those patterns eventually define your lifestyle and future direction. Perspective shapes experience. Changing how you interpret situations changes how they affect your thoughts, emotions, and actions. A response is more powerful than a reaction. Choosing how you respond keeps you aligned with your goals and prevents unnecessary mistakes. Success is built through consistent effort guided by the right mindset. Over time, this approach produces stable and meaningful results. You may lose many things in life, but if you keep the right attitude, you always have the ability to begin again. And sometimes that ability becomes the most valuable advantage you have.